what to wear to your Zoom meeting, maybe Zoom interview. We're all on Zoom or Teams these days. Nadine Mendoza, Tech Republic, here with me to talk about this. And Nadine, I think for a lot of people, they may not think twice about what they're wearing on camera, but it's something we got to be cognizant of.
Yeah, and for so long, so many people that have been working from home are so used to, the uh, elastic waistbands, nobody's paying attention. And all of a sudden now there's the possibility of either looking for a job or going back into the office. So there are things that you have to consider. And even if it's a hybrid situation, Zoom is always going to play a big role. There's always going to be virtual meetings. So you got to think about what you're wearing. And experts tell us that it's a good idea to keep with neutrals, creams and grays and blacks. And obviously, you're going to focus on your upper half. And a big suggestion that I think is really worked for people is that to remember that tailored clothing, well-structured clothing, always makes you look better. It's flattering, and it definitely is a great way to present yourself in the best light. And that's what you have to do. You don't want to be in a button-up suit where you're uncomfortable. You want to show your personality. They say for women, don't wear, really low cut dresses, or, don't be so extra. Don't wear tons of jewelry. And we'll get to the makeup in a little bit. But you want to just make sure that you are coming across as credible, professional, and that you have taken time to prepare for this interview or meeting. A lot of the meetings right now are job interviews are by Zoom, and also onboarding are also by Zoom. And just because you have the job doesn't mean that you should, kind of relax and take it easy. There are still things that you need to consider, and you want to make a really presentable appearance. So when you talk about tailored clothing, which I mentioned earlier, this is a time for people to consider if you are either petite, if you're a man under 5'8", you're a tall man, you're a tall woman, all of those things. Maybe you can look into clothing that's designed for people of that size. Again, you want a nice fit. And the other thing is we had the great opportunity to talk to a celebrity makeup artist named Nick Barros. And obviously this is for women. I don't know, now with K-pop, maybe some men also want to be wearing makeup. But as he said, gives us some great advice. He works with Lupita Nyong'o and Tracy Ellis Ross, Scarlett Johansson, Kim Cattrall. So he's worked with a lot of people. And he says, even though he works on red carpet, he said, this is not a red carpet situation. You don't want to look too complicated, and you don't want to look overly made up, because that's not a good look either. Nope. So he suggests, keep the shine down, matte down your T-zone, make sure everything looks evened out. And basically what you want is your own flush and lip color, but just a little tiny bit boosted. Don't wear tons of eye makeup, wear a thin black eyeliner, and light mascara. And the other thing that both our fashion expert, Elizabeth Colazzos, who's the editor of Gamma Magazine, and Nick Barros suggested, is make sure you have really good lighting. That's very critical. It's not like, oh, I'm a YouTube star, so I need that, or I'm not a YouTube star, why do I need lighting? Really good lighting is important. And what they really suggest are the ring lights. And even if you can get like a tabletop one, because that can make you look so much better. It makes the makeup look better, just all of how you are. It's clean and it's flattering.
That is for sure. And I think one thing that, kind of a misconception is that all of that type of equipment is expensive, but really you can jump on Amazon or a lot of different sites and get just small little lights that can make a huge difference, for less than 25 bucks.
Absolutely. And initially you can tell the ring lights. I know that people were talking about on YouTube that you can see like little rings in people's eyes, but you're so distracted by how good they look, you don't care about that kind of thing.
Right, exactly. Going back to wardrobe, one thing I noticed, and I've seen this a couple of times, and I do these interviews, of course, all day, every day with people all over the world. And I've noticed a couple people have worn tops that will have something written on them. And I find myself in talking to them, I'm reading their shirt, just focusing on it. It instantly takes me to whatever that says, which is obviously not what you what you want to do. You want them to listen to you and pay attention to you.
Right. And you also want nothing too distracting, like
Yeah.
choose either a plain background, or there are a lot on Tech Republic. There are some great articles that run through different Zoom backgrounds, whether it's for meetings, whatever kind of look you're going for, any kind of professional thing. And that also is very important, because you don't want people to say, "What room are you in? What are you doing?" And so
Right.
that might be a good idea to stick with kind of a nice neutral background. And since they're provided for us, why not use them?
Yeah, absolutely. And it kind of sounds like, in summary, Nadine, while you did talk to experts who do work with people on the red carpet when they're all glamorous and all of this, it does sound like they're just telling people, keep it simple. I mean, obviously highlight your features and things, but really we don't have to make it too complicated.
No, you want to make it kind of a boosted version of yourself. But again, the goal is to show how capable you are, and credible and attentive. And also, well, the little thing is, by presenting your best self, it shows that you care about the interview, you care about the job that you're about to start. All of those things are important. So yeah, so avoid too much jewelry, don't have a lot of distractions around you, and just look as clean and fresh and presentable.
Yeah, most definitely. Just because you are in your home doesn't mean you get to roll out of bed and then pop open your laptop and and do an interview or a meeting. That is for sure. Well, of course, Nadine, as you mentioned, and we'll remind everyone here on Tech Republic, we have just a wealth of information, from videos and cheat sheets and all kinds of articles about Zoom meetings and backgrounds and what things just to keep in mind. So, definitely urge all you guys out there that are watching to check out all of that again on Tech Republic. And Nadine's full article, of course, can be found there as well. Nadine, thanks for being with me today.
Thanks, Karen.
Certainly. And we appreciate all of you all watching as well.